Hey everyone, welcome to another Still Speaks video, but you already knew that because you are so smart. And speaking of the smartest people, only the smartest people have hit that subscribe button, and they rang that bell, and they turn on all notifications to be part of the hottest Supreme Commander 2 action that this channel has to offer. It's free for you, and it means the absolute world to me. And speaking of meaning the world to me, click the link down below and check out my band's music. We're called King of Cups. Check out our latest single called Back to You. Yes, I'm going to leave that blooper in there. Why the heck not? So anyhow, the map is Open Palms, and it is going to be a 1v1, but the map says it's 3v3 or FFA, but 1v1 it is because pros love it. So we got this eco viewer up here that does not come stock with the game. My friend AlphaX made it. And in fact, click the link down below and check out his videos because he's made some really good stuff. How to use cicadas properly, so definitely check that out. So now we've got the players' colors, their names, their mass per second, their energy per second, their research, and their research per minute. So let's get on with it and introduce the players. We got Vanady spawning in as the teal UEF commander, dropping down a whole bunch of eco. And he's got an air factory queued up, so we know what's going to happen there. He's going to scout because that's what great players do. And then his opponent, we got Duncan spawning in as the brown UEF commander, dropping down what looks like a double land factory opener. So we're going to see how this goes for the players. Gonna speed it up here in the beginning because, well, we don't want to sit here and wait forever for what's going on. Gotta finish that mass extractor there, Vanity. What are you doing? I know what he's doing. He wants to get that scout out as soon as possible, of course. Has to see what his opponent's doing, and he'll see that his opponent has 2 land, and he's gonna have to speed build more factories because he is behind in production. I know his opponent only has 1 troop, but 1 troop versus 0 troops is a huge problem. Yeah, 2 land factories hastily thrown down. Doesn't need a radar because the radar on these planes are good enough for now. I would throw down a radar personally. That's what I would do because planes get shot down, right? They get shot down. And of course he stopped building planes, which is the right thing to do in this situation. But he has an advantage. He can see his opponent's base with very little effort. And he's going to force his opponent. Duncan is being forced to build an anti-air tower. He doesn't even need to build an anti-air tower at all, but he's going to. I mean, these things are out of the range of land factories. All he has to do is pop 2, what would you call that, anti-air units? Oh. Now, everybody, comment down below if you know what Vanity is doing. I know what he's doing. He's pumping out a bunch of MMLs. Why does he have a bunch of MMLs? Somebody tell me, why is Vanity building MMLs? MMLs are completely useless to him at this moment. And for some reason, they're going behind the air factory. I wonder why. Oh, if you said he's building a C-18 Cobra Starlifter, then you get a gold star. You are correct. He is going to do MML drops all over. And that is 225 mass that doesn't need to be spent, but it got spent. However, it will keep drops from happening right here. So, useful. And there's another one. That is a 450 mass investment for something that could be easily circumvented. Just put the drop right there. Yeah, when's that Starlifter? Yep, it's about to be built, and it's an expensive, an incredibly expensive endeavor in terms of both research, mass, as well as attention. Remember, attention is a resource in this game. And in all RTS. What is he doing? Is he really gonna... Wow. He built 2 star lifters, or was it just one? Looks like it's just one. I wonder what he's going to do. Now, Duncan is attacking. That is the right thing to do. Should have some MMLs in there because a point defense is definitely going to go down. There's like no doubt about that for even a second. Now, you notice Duncan did not build in back. Comment down below if you know, because I will give you the answer in 3, 2, 1. Because if you don't have air to defend in back, a couple of bombers, even 2 bombers, 1 bomber could destroy everything here if given enough time. So, you don't build in back if you don't have air. You don't build in back early on against Cybran because they could run right by you. Or any opponent that goes bots. Don't build in back immediately. If you're against bots, wait a little bit. See if you could keep enemies from getting behind you. If you could keep enemies from getting behind you, by all means, build behind you. And if you lose air, do not build behind you under any circumstances, unless you could defend it enough where it isn't worth it to them. Oh my goodness, is he going for... Oh my goodness. Going for core mass. Ooh, he one-shot a core mass extractor. I wonder how many he's going to get. Vanady loses 1 mass extractor in turn, but it's not a core mass. Still painful though. Ooh, 2 core mass. Will he get all 4 of them? Oh my goodness. If he gets all 4, that would be a major setback. I would put down that engineer and take that factory. Wow, all 4 core mass are down. Duncan is still ahead on mass. Now, Vanady lost another mass extractor and an energy generator. A huge loss. Quite a huge loss. The factory is down. Okay, an energy generator. Gotta get these guys out of here. Wow. That is 5 mass extractors down. Incredible. So, but Duncan is still ahead on mass somehow. Vanity is not able to loses a 3rd mass extractor. The fight right here, Demolishers, has not finished this point defense. That would be a very helpful thing. There it is. It is done. It is now helping rip through enemy units. And Duncan has no other choice but to retreat. Ooh. Taking a hit there that was completely unnecessary. I would drop him off right here. Wow, lost a 6th mass extractor. Will there be a 7th? Gotta be sure all... Oh my goodness, they're not firing at the same spot. Okay, lost the 7th mass extractor. 2 engineers. An engineer is being... Oh no, an engineer was stolen by Vanady. What is going on with Duncan? Duncan! Well, this is what happens when you're against a really, really good player and they go air and you don't. Oh no! Micro Vanady. Duncan's getting some great hits on, but Vanady's ACU is sucking up delicious yummy mass. Dat mass, yo. He could get involved and start shooting and taking some damage, but he's not. Probably not a good idea to anyway, because yeah, that number of tanks could go very, very south very, very fast. These 2 mass extractors were taken by Vanady. Will this one? No. So how many was that? 7, 8, 9. A 10th mass extractor about to be massacred. As you can see, this is not hurting Duncan too terribly bad. He has now fallen, nope, not below anymore. because these mass extractors are being rebuilt, which is good. The energy per second for Duncan has dropped. Just two. Why haven't all of them been dropped? Like, you gotta drop all. There's a couple units in the Starlifter. What? How did that die? Okay. I think that's 11 mass extractors down. 11! But Duncan's still holding strong. Look at that mass per second. He's taken the center, which is a good move to do. This is a decently strategic point. Plus, there's like 4 mass extractors. If you can defend those 4, that's 4 mass right in your pocket per second. More if they become vetted. Vetted, that's the right way to say it. Now, Vanady has the Demolisher. Demolishers cause make it so that your opponents have to move. Every time they shoot, they have to move. So we know Vanady has been dealing with that already. Vanady sucking up delicious yummy mass. Dat mass, yo. Repairing units. It's free. Do it in this game because it's free. Yeah. Repairing units, definitely a helpful thing. A single engineer left in there. It could still wreak havoc. Indeed, it can. Now, Vanity's finally expanding. Duncan way ahead on mass. Excuse me while I get a sip of my tea. Now, these 4 mass extractors here. Whoa, so he only got 3? Excuse me. That's what I was trying to avoid, but I coughed anyway, didn't I? So yeah, my voice is a little under the weather today, but it is what it is. Ooh, this is not a good place for the Starlifter, dropping off a bunch of nasty things. Oh, the point defense going on the mass extractors. Is this even going to be worth it? Probably not. Great move by Duncan right there. Duncan ensuring the safety of most of his stuff right there. Very well done. But a counterattack is ensuing at the moment. Duncan able to, it looks like he's going to stop. Yeah, this expansion has been stopped by Duncan. Vanady less than 20 mass per tick. Duncan 30, over 30 mass per tick. So I would say Duncan was on the back foot and it should not be winning at all. But ooh, the Starlifter's gonna fall on those units. Ooh, doing a little damage, but not a whole lot. Now, Vanady is ahead on research, though. Now, we got that speed boost. However, we see Peace Shields, which will allow Vanity's army to soak up some damage from the artillery. But good thing Duncan is smart. He's got MMLs, which are the counter to Peace Shields. You get enough of those, they will drop the Peace Shields very, very quickly because they're high damage output. A little bit of a fight there. Looks like it's going Duncan's way. Yeah, Duncan's units have, looks like, training on them. Is it training? No. Some of them have veterancy. That's what that is. But Duncan took a little bit too long. Reinforcements showed up for Vanady. Vanady is able to get Duncan the heck out of there. Missing. That didn't miss. Oh goodness. Yeah, see, the MMLs do high damage to the shields. There's so many P shields right now. I don't know if MMLs could drop that many. But Vanity being intelligent, sucking up delicious yummy mass. Dat mass, yo, keeping Vanity in the game. All that reclaim, definitely keeping him in the game. Vanity attacking over to the side. Doesn't have any MMLs, so this isn't going to be a super effective attack. Would be smart to take out that radar, and that is exactly what Vanity aims for. Although there is a radar back here, Duncan will not know what is being built. Now, Vanity, still behind on mass, does not have any expansions, but Duncan does have multiple expansions. Vanity tried to build in back here, which was a good move. However, he was found out very, very quickly. The Starlifter doesn't have any cargo. These MMLs are being murdered. It's okay, I guess. Factory being built in the center to protect all of those factories. Wow. To protect all of those mass extractors. A land gantry going down for Vanity. Does Vanity have the money to do this? He's got a lot of energy, but not a huge amount of mass. Again, that mass per second is going to hurt him. Another radar going down. Ooh, a factory going down. Oh no! Duncan needs to get out of that spot. This is not a place you want to engage artillery. Duncan engaging artillery in a very bad spot. But the artillery does not do enough damage. Duncan's able to make it down and drop those P shields quite well. Destroying a couple mass extractors on the way in. Wow. Duncan is pressing the advantage. Probably might want to back up because he doesn't have enough troops to make any meaningful damage happen at this moment. Is Duncan rebuilding? He could afford to rebuild, and it needs to do it faster. A small group of units over here. Are they going to be able to get a factory taken out or what? Something. Vanity has to do something because there is a major mass discrepancy. Over 15 mass per second in favor of Duncan. Duncan killing it in the mass game. We got the first fat boy on the field for Vanity as 2 gantries are being built by Duncan. Now, are these P shields going to be enough to stop this fat boy? No. Again, attacking in this area against artillery is not advised, but for some reason Duncan survives. Factories going down. Duncan pushing back over on this side here. Vanady floating mass. Duncan floating mass. A substantial amount. Definitely ill-advised at this moment. This attack here is not really going to do much. Fat Boys allowing this siege to be very successful for Vanady. This whole center area is going to be gone, no doubt about it. Oh, another mass extractor. Vanady cannot afford to lose mass extractors. Alright, now and back, Duncan decides to expand, which is a good thing. Like I said, you don't have to not expand for the entire game. Just don't do it early on, because for sure they'll go back there and destroy your stuff. There's no doubt about it. 3 fat boys versus 1. Stay off of the... See, that would have been bad if that can... Oh, that's going to connect. No, it didn't connect. Good. Getting fat boys first allow you to just sit there and pelt your opponent from a distance, while your opponent has to come to you. Duncan still floating mass. Why isn't he building more fat boys? Does he not have the energy? He does not have the energy. Energy is a major thing in this game in the late game, considering experimentals are energy. They're energy hogs. They cost a lot of energy to build. Cost a lot of mass, but the energy, my goodness. I think this fat boy has seen better days, maybe. Not many combatants over here, but a lot of shields. Fat boy down. Taking damage from multiple sides. Yeah, this army's kaput. Yeah, I mean, this is not ideal for Duncan. Duncan losing a lot of stuff. Still ahead on mass. Lost an entire expansion, but still ahead on mass. Now, having fat boys is really what you're going to want. Gotta need more fat boys on your side. Fat boys and P shields. Wow, this really happened. These units have shields, so they're not going to die very easily. They are indeed shields on Duncan's units. Oh, a jackhammer? Is that really what is called for? Well, let's see what it does. Gets a hit on the fat boy. Okay, I mean, it's dropping shields. Actually, not a bad choice, now that you can see what it's doing. This fat boy goes down, this jackhammer is going to be useless. Better deploy that jack. Yeah, there we go. Wow, one-shotted that mass extractor. Minimal damage to the fat boy, though. Oh, that was good. That was a good hit. Is the jackhammer dead? Oh, it got repat. Why is he moving this jack? The jack was very, very effective. Oh. Gotta get that fat boy in and fighting. Oh, yeah, this jackhammer is now not going to be as effective. Yeah, gotta get it out of there. Yeah, that jackhammer is probably going to die. The center has nothing stopping anything from pushing up either. So, there's two fat boys here that could really help defend. But there's not enough small factories building P-shields. There's enough factories building a bunch of lazy engineers, but no P-shields. Did the jack die? I think the jack died. Wow, the jackhammer didn't get through. I mean, getting that jackhammer in a good position is a great idea. The jackhammer drop shield hits really hard when it does connect. Why are they so many engineers? This is not what is needed. Need more P-shields. Yeah, Duncan doesn't have the mass for some reason. Vanity's right on his heel. What is going on? Slowly rebuilding. For some reason, Duncan's mass economy just tanked. Yeah, I mean, Vanady for the first time is neck and neck. Almost ahead. Poor engineer. Yeah, I mean, Vanady has the full-on advantage here. Dangerous jackhammer right there. Losing a fat boy, not ideal. The jackhammer should not have shot in that. That jackhammer's about to die, though. It's too close. Would at least hit the fat boy once. No. Well, the center is again undefended. You know, if you're in a defensive position, don't push up. Don't push up. Because look what happened. Vanady was able to reinforce. Duncan now has a major hole in his defenses in the center. So Vanady has two choices. Push the center and destroy stuff, or combine his forces over on his flank and strengthen those. And it looks like he's choosing to strengthen his flank and push through the center because he can. He absolutely can. Or is this center here defensive? Those are the decisions you need to make right now. Duncan has nothing. Duncan is done. That's unfortunate. Duncan fought very bravely and valiantly. Really needed to use those jackhammers defensively. Really needed these guys. These guys aren't being used at all. Look at all these engineers. Definitely not needed. Too many engineers. Unneeded. Not useful. Now, Vanity's fat boys are almost invincible. Look. Look at how much trouble these fat boys have getting through these P-shields. And that's why I'm sitting there going like, why aren't they P-shields with these fat boys? Half-baking units, probably not needed, but I could understand the panic. mean, look at this. It looks like a disaster. I mean, there's a nice concave here. It looked like Vanady might have won at a certain point. I mean, Vanady might have lost at a certain point. Duncan almost won. Uh-oh. We got AC-1Ks on the field, guys. Deadly and dangerous, especially when there's no Air Force. Sure, there's anti-air right here, but they're not all that useful. You got to give it to Duncan for not giving up. He's not giving up. He's still continuing, and that is amazing. I think that's great. I think that is wonderful. And Duncan finally gets taken out. And boom, down goes Duncan. Duncan actually sent me this replay, I believe. Or was it Vanady? I can't remember. I want to say it was Duncan. But either way, it was an amazing match. Duncan almost had it. But guys, if your opponent goes there and you don't, and then you see them start flying around with starlifters or whatever the transports your opponent's faction has, get a couple of air units. That'll stop that real fast, you know. Good radar and a couple air units could shoot that down very quickly, you know. I'm not a pro here. I mean, I'm pretty good at the game, but Duncan's better because he held his own against a guy like Vanady, one of the best players in the world. So is Duncan. So best players in the world playing against each other, and these things happen, right? So you got to pay attention. You got to know what's happening. If your opponent is doing that, get some airplanes. Because AA is not going to do it. It just won't. And if you know you have less fat boys, look at your opponent's count. Do they have more fat boys? Do they have more P shields? Fall back. Just wait it out. And try to outproduce them. You've got to try to outproduce them at that point. And if you are on the back foot, get some jackhammers and use them defensively then. Have them set up. Your opponent will walk into them. Their shields will drop and your fat boys will do the work. They probably won't continue, but then you just move on to artillery or nukes. Or Noah's unit cannon. There's multiple things you can do to change it up. You'll have to change up tactics. You might have to go, what do you call that, energy converter? But they are ways to win. But then again, you know, I saw the entire map. You saw the entire map. Duncan did not. So that's just how that goes. Vanady and Duncan didn't see the entire nap. Wow, you see what's on my mind. But if you don't see the entire map, you're not going to have all the information. We have all the information, and that is the luxury you have as casting, right? So great players, great choices with the information they had. And I'm just telling you how to remedy that situation had you the knowledge and time to do it. So, you know, easier said than done, of course. So don't take it as me being critical to Duncan or Vanady or anybody. I'm not. I'm just saying that if you did this, you would get an outcome that is like X. You know, you put an X, you get Y or Z or whatever the heck, you know. So anyway, yeah, enough rambling. Like this video, subscribe to my channel, favorite it 'cause it helps me out. Or send your good replays to stillspeaks@gmail.com or join the Supreme Commander 2 Discord server. Lots of you, some people have asked, do people still play this multiplayer? Well, obviously, I just casted a match, didn't I? Come on, get with it, dude. Yes, people still play this game. Join the Supreme Commander 2 Discord server. I don't know how many times I got to tell you. Over 3,000 members. Hello. So yeah, Duncan joined it, or Vanady did. They found me on the Discord channel and direct messaged me. You can also go to #replays for Still Speaks, upload it there, at me, and be patient. Other people do that too. But seriously, only do one. If you do more than one, I'm going to be pissed, and I might not cast you. Even if it's a good cast, I'll just be, you know what? Or you could wait. You know, you could wait. But, you know, yeah, just to let you know. But yeah, join the Supreme Commander 2 Discord server. I highly recommend it. It is amazing. Like, there's memes, there's a lot of cool things. If you ever have a question for anything, people give me great information all the time. I don't even need to ask. People are amazing there. Thank you guys so much. So yeah, do that. Cue Alphax's ad now.
You still haven't joined the biggest Supreme Commander 2 Discord in the world with over 1,000? 2,000? You have General, Hall of Fame, all the YouTube channels, all the YouTube videos, streaming, don't worry about that. Ask for some help, post some memes, send some replays, find a game, dead chat. We even have a channel for all the Xbox Subcom 2 players. So what are you waiting for? Click the first link in the video description or just type Supreme Commander 2 in this thing that nobody will ever use. You should join now!
If you like what I do and you want to support this channel, the Patreon page, click the link down below to get involved with that. A huge shout out to Alpha Hex, Iron Commander, Prelia Tornix, and Akone, and Valor. Thank you all for being amazing patrons. I have so many patrons now. I am lucky. Some of them aren't all that active, but they've been active for long enough for me to keep shouting them out. You know what I'm saying? So, it's just me showing appreciation to people. You know, you may say, hey, this guy's a phony. Nah, I'm just showing appreciation to people. You know? And then there's the Ko-Fi. I have a Ko-Fi account. If you don't want to do a subscription service, Ko-Fi does have a subscription service, but you don't have to give me a subscription. You could just, you know, hook it up one time, $5. And Colin gave me way more than $5. Thank you, Colin. I just can't believe you did that. Very much so appreciated. Amazing guy. Colin 300. Phenomenal player. Great dude. Gave me lots of money. Of course, I'm going to love him. And then Dr. Pearl, another person who gave me quite a bit of money. Thank you. You guys make this worth it. I mean, you know, lots of things make it worth it, but getting paid means that people take time out to hook you up. You know what I mean? And if you don't have money to hook it up, that's okay. Just watch my videos all the way through. You got to feed that algorithm, dude. If you're not going to watch it all the way through, watch it longer than you usually would, you know? Subscribe, like, comment, all these things feed the algorithm. Share, add it to a playlist, I don't know, just help it out. And if you want to be even more awesome, check out my band's music video, Back to You as a music video. It's awesome. Comment, like, subscribe to that channel, and watch the video all the way through, and share with people who like that type of music. We're classified as neon pop punk, like the poppiest of pop punk in the world. I did not think I was ever going to do that type of music, but here I am, doing poppy pop punk. Wow, that was weird. Sorry, guys. But if you want to be even more amazing, click the link down below and check out my band's Spotify. Follow us. Listen to Back to You 2 or 3 times through. That helps feed the algorithm. Listening to it once doesn't. It helps, but it doesn't help as much as listening to it multiple times. Adding it to a playlist, incredible. Really helpful. Liking it, you know, favoriting this song. All these things are very, very helpful. So, guys, think about that. Thank you. But yeah, where am I in all this? I think that's it. Share with your friends. Yeah, share with your friends, family, and foes. Can need something interesting to watch as well. And as always, everyone, G.
Here we are.